we have problem in delivery cost. Delivery cost is so expensive because our product is only like 14,000 something like that in rupiah, but the cost to deliver to one consumer is like maybe like 20,000. Is expensive, more expensive than our product, something like that. So if you want if in FMCG, we only focusing in how brand development in digital maybe for now, yeah.
The question is beyond that because I think the real reason that affecting the consumer behavior is the reason to buy, right? When we're talking about e-commerce, I believe we're all saying, I think it's correct about the problem of transaction. Indonesian people still prefer COD, cash on delivery, and last mile is still a problem where the address is not very consistent in Indonesia, and it's very difficult to send to do a shipping in Jakarta, right? But again, that's only some small problems according to me, because I think if we get the reasons to buy, I think everything will be solved. I think several examples is during the Metallica concert, nobody will get any problems. Every ticket is purchased online, no problem, sold out. K-pop music concert sold out online, everything. So I think the first behavior for Indonesian e-commerce consumer is the reason to buy. We need to provide a reason to buy for them, whether it's cheaper, whether it's easier to get, whether it's more complete, easy to browse and everything. The rest will be a small problem, will be a challenge, but it's not going to be a restriction.
So we need to create a good product as good as Metallica concert.
Because
Yeah.
if your product is good, if what you sell is good, people will buy it no matter what transaction method you ask them to do. They will buy it.
Yeah, I agree with Eddie, which is human has this the power to adapt that sometimes we haven't maybe the brand cannot never predict, like. So I think, yeah, Indonesia is totally different landscape. We are very mobile country. The mobile itself is 95% prepaid and is 80-70% feature phone. But yeah, but I saw there's a lot of transaction coming from mobile as well, from the e-commerce, and company like, if I'm not mistaken, the traffic from mobile is higher than desktop. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, since early this year. Yeah. So there's a lot of changes in Indonesia now. Yeah, I think the logistic is very challenging. Based on my personal research, I think the for selling e-commerce, the most worth to sell is the goods up to 150,000 above. Lower than that, the cost of logistic and everything becoming a big problem. Especially Indonesia has a lot of islands and everything, so it is very challenging. But I think the adaptability of Indonesian people to adapt. Let's say because there's a lot of people. We are not talking about Jakarta, but maybe like small city like Tuban, Lumajang, which people have only this feature phone. So this phone is the only media that he has. So he will do anything. He install Big 33 probably. He running Facebook through SMS and everything. So I think
product, FMCG, clothing, stuff, right? And that's when I think distribution are not fully supplied. I think again it's gonna be like the 5 big cities are gonna be consuming, which is a lot, you know. And going back to your statement about maybe we should define to micro cities. I think that's it. You know, Jakarta divided by 5 different micro cities: east, west, south, north, and the suburb is another thing. Divided by like probably 6 million each.
Um,
You're a working mom,
I'm
A
work-
class.
Yes, A class working mother. I own my own business also. Ada client. This is my client. So I'm doing my business also. I have my hobby also. I'm a devoted mother. I'm cooking every day. I do. Okay. I will always serve my family with my own hand. Yeah. So my kid is schooling in some international school, so she's also learning everything about the digital because of IB school. So she always open everything. With everything. Anything you want to know? That's enough demographic.
How do you use digital?
I'm using digital. I just posting my cooking.
Mom's
What
digital,
else?
right?
Yes, mother's digital. I'm posting my cooking, and I got compliment from my kids because I know that I got compliment every day from my kids, friend, and also from my colleagues. Sometimes I cook in the office.
So when you prepare cooking, do you research a lot in the internet, like the recipe?
I'm
Let's say,
cooking now.
let's say you want to browse what is Royco, this type of pizza, and
No,
so you don't do research. You don't search.
I have a lot of cooking books, so I
So
have
you-
a collection.
So you prefer books than Google.
Because book I have the pictures, I know how to save it.
Google has pictures and video.
Very good. Yeah, but that has happened to me. That maybe
Okay.
because of it is easier because I have
It's
to.
easier. That's it.
It is easier because I just open it. I can just flip it on top of my kitchen. I can just see it and then I can just cook.
Yeah, no buffering.
Tablets.
Tablet.
I have tablets. I have computer. I have internet in my house. That's why. Yeah, I'm doing Facebook
And emails.
and emails because I'm working.
Yeah, I'm curious because now
Because I don't want to disturb those who like.
Okay.
Yeah, I just do inbox.
why don't you use pad? You can choose your brand.
I can't do that. Teach me how.
Okay.
What is that?
Okay, good. Good.
Basically, you just own one. So basically, you just own one Facebook account for your social media. While maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe most of us have at least 2 accounts, and we share all, let's say, your cooking, your recipe.
Company news on my Facebook. So also brand news. Whenever they launch, they ask me to posting on my Facebook. Facebook is my personal actually. So sometimes I said before that I'm doing business. So my business, the other thing that I need to share it later on. Also in my Facebook and that Facebook.
When did you create the Facebook account?
1990 something, helped by the IT person.
Wow, 90 something? Really?
The Facebook, the first time I think the first time, I know, I forgot the date, but at that moment when Facebook the first time came in, I asked my IT to install for me. Digital happy! Come on! Digital happy!
Basically, just think
My
of her
demographic.
demographic. That is our challenge for moms, right? We have been discussing about her actually. Are you seriously just using Facebook and everything? And
Sorry, I have to revise. I have LinkedIn.
you actually made it because of me, right?
Because of you!
So basically, the way we see from the demographic. Okay, my demographic profile. I'm a working mom, 2 kids. I live suburban, outside Jakarta, right? I remote every day from office about 2 hours a day. I take public transportation. I am digital savvy, not like her. I don't install my Facebook as my kids do it. I've been friends for quite some time, and she really do everything on digital. But I can encourage her to do digital because of like saying, I mean, subscribe to this particular website because you can find interesting things, blah 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 blah. And everything. So from there we see that in reaching these type of moms, maybe you can use these type of moms, the digital savvy type of moms. But there's a layer on how to do it right. So yeah, you guys want to do a marketing pitch for me to reach her or just for me? Feel free.
Yeah, actually, I want to know what's actually how you reach my youth mothers like. I'm not alone. Trust me, I'm not alone. I have a lot of friends with me. So I'm quite active on some social living. So I cook for food for nation. There's a lot of this class mothers who having those kind of smartphone, even EOS or whatever the name, Android.
Android.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's right.
You don't care, right?
That name, yes. We don't know. We never buy something online. Whenever there's something like come up, you have to do like first on the. I want to see the movie. Sometimes I just click on the suppose what you call it on the Facebook, the suggested page. I click it, but then I have to like it first. Then I just cancel. Simple. I don't want to do that better by this kind of thing. So
What about digital campaigns? Do you ever like join a digital campaign, photo competition, video competition?
no, I'm not joining into those kind of campaign. Never join. My friends also never join.
Oh really? Okay, so I'm coming from Nestle, which is like brand that I handle is all about the milks, from infant formula to growing up milk. So this is like my daily day-to-day activities to handle with moms. And then yeah, right, this is like two type of moms. The one that is really digital savvy, that always following our digital activation, photo competition, video competition, recipe competition, and so forth. And then also this kind of moms that being like really silent and then only come to us when they have like questions about products. And from we are closely related with the Facebook, and then every quarter they are running some tests on our page. And then it's saying that to get moms, we have also to compete on average with 900 accounts on their friend list, and also around 400 friend pages that they have been liking. So that's how hard it is to push the content, especially the branded content. 1,000 Facebook accounts and then many brands page that you have liked. So I don't know. This is more question to me. How you guys actually digest all the information through Facebook, especially the branded content?
When I was pregnant, I was interested with some tips. You know, pregnant women always seeking knowledge. Yeah. I bought a lot of books for that, and also I listened I joined Mother Daily, if I'm not mistaken. I subscribe with my email address.
See, you're tech savvy.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know.
Mommy's daily, I think.
Mom's not spend Mommy's Daily. But baby from baby, my mom and kid, I already forgot already. But yeah,
Baby
see,
center.
I already forgot. I like a lot of things, but just simply because of I like. That's all. But I have to submit my email address. I tend not to do it because then suddenly I will get bunch of email coming, which is I don't like, and I don't see the benefit for me. So I select things that is really I seeking for. If not, then I am the one who pick. I am the one who choose. I don't want somebody to just punch me with everything. So for the Facebook content, for example, I see first. If this is brand inside, I rather not.
I mean, how do you, I mean, of course, if say I give up on that mom, so I guess,
You don't need to invest.
because you say, you know, it takes a lot of effort and so on and so forth. So in order to reach that, I can use you. So let's say I wanna reach. Okay, my question is, how important do you think the content is for you to pass on to? Is it the content? I mean, like, I know Amy will like this thing about recipe, so I'll push it to her. But what about branded content? I mean, are you that? Are you that? You know, social? So, oh, I got this from Nestle, and I won't talk to Annie about it. Is that the? What is it that you make?
I see brand.
Yeah, the way you see content, and then the way you see brand, then pass it on to Annie.
Okay. Sometimes when I was in the website, I saw an interesting content, and I love the connections when I share, because there's only like a button of like Facebook shares or Twitter share there, and I was much more interested than when there's a button simply saying that if you find this article is interesting enough, or if you have a friend who has a similar problem with this, maybe you can share it to your friend. So that actually attracted me to actually sharing whatever content that is, because I was in the stage, oh, I think this is relevant for Andy, I think this is relevant for Capital, I think this is relevant for whoever. So there I have a connection and I share it to my friends. And in a way, it's not just like flooding them with information, but more in a way, hey, read this thing, maybe it helps you. Read this thing, maybe you can find out something more about solving your problem. So for me, the way Brad might approach me is into that, but not like a promo content like, hey, it's on sale, blah blah blah. Information is more to the approach that I was talking about earlier. Whether this can help your friends, whether this can encourage your friends to do something, that can be. But more into like a call to actions that there is on that website or on that whatever that matters to me. Because if just like simply saying Facebook share button, Twitter share button, then I kind of lost the connection because at the time I forgot on which website I have that urgency of yes, this might solve my friend's problem. Then I share it.
Somehow I'm one level higher now.
Yeah.
This I want to try to the. You guys, you are working mostly on digital and you have internet on digital. Am I digital savvy?
Maybe can I savvy is not who you are. Then you have LinkedIn, you have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have YouTube. You know how to watch YouTube. You know how to tweet. You know how to post a Facebook post, and then you are digital savvy. Well, adding Annie's question, I would like to discuss what is the what is the quickest description of digital savvy? Well, in fact, for some moms, maybe this is the first mom, this is the second, the third mom is she has a Facebook account. She is really active on Facebook, playing games. Without
Candy Crush.
yeah, that's it. Level God knows. But is she digital savvy? Or maybe do you think that there is a digital savvy for moms who spend most of his daily times on Twitter, on Facebook, on digital world? Is there any? I don't know. But for me, I don't think that moms are quite savvy because
How dare you?
because as far as I'm concerned, maybe I am no mom. Well, I have a mom, but I am no mom.
Your
my-
mother can only do text and call, right?
Yeah, my mom uses Android. All she does is calling me and texting me. That's it.
60 something, she's very hardcore iPad user.
Wow. How hardcore? How hardcore?
Like it.
Yeah,
Like she cannot, she bring, so she never bring iPad out of the house, but she only bring, but she cannot, so she read news, but she don't do social media, they don't do. So read news, watching videos, so a lot of things. So you WhatsApp, as long as there's something new. Italo, can you teach me? Just teach like it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, can be rich. Can be rich.
Through me.
Yes.
You are digital savvy.
How we can retain them? What I mean retain them is we need to set some rule of hijacking. Seriously.
Is it the hard to retain people? Is it only just young people or is it all of us? Because maybe if it's all of us, then it is not. It is not. This is just a culture of the, I don't know, the culture of agencies or So if it's just a culture, then we could not.
Let me ask you. You are a talent, right?
Yep.
Consider you as a talent. Oh, Unilever here. Hey. You are a talent. If someone offered you today, let's just say your salary is 50 million a month. So it's money talks now. Now, that's just the business, I guess, in this market right now. Because there's a lot of
at the young age though, so like there's a lot
at the young age, one thing I think the advantage of the digital agency, especially if you're adding value to the person, if they're getting good experience, working on a lot of different cool projects, and building a portfolio, I think that's the value you add. Like, at least in any tech company, they always deal with people poaching talent. And I know in Seattle and Silicon Valley, there's huge issues with Microsoft, Google, and Apple saying we go poach from other people and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you're actually, these people are gaining something from working for you, like learning, I think that's something that, you know, maybe even if it's double your salary, probably would be stupid for you to leave. Because like as this guy said, you get there at some point. The question is, you know, how impatient are you going to be?
Sometimes if we only talk about growth, yeah, people will just move. But if, I mean, like the company itself or the agency itself can create this, I don't know, proudness of being there, yeah, and then also can give benefits, like it's not only about the money, like the possibility to learn more, new projects and everything. I believe that the talent will stay. So yeah, that's how to develop talent as well.
I agree with that point, because right now in Indonesia, we know that talents not only retained by the money itself, but they can move by the self-actualization driven. That's why I'm talking about how can we entice that they should move themselves by self-actualization driven itself, because you're talking about you make the final exam is to present a pitch. I agree that's a good idea, but right now we usually present a pitch that we're given the problem. How can we make that they should define the problem first before they could make the big idea, before they could present it? Because last year I'm joining the Young Spec competition, and what interesting is they don't give us the problem, they just give us the background. The background is my objectives. So everyone could define their own problems. That's where the perspective, the ideation, the originality of the thinking itself comes together. And because we are given the authorization to define our own problems, that's what makes us more eager.
So if you are an employee, other than money, what would you think of make you stay in that particular agency?
Stock.
That's very funny, man.
To be frank, the thing about stock is like it only vests over 6 months. I mean, it is money.
It's retainer.
It's a vested interest in the company.
But you could also do like a career path. You know, like you have to set it and say, okay, in a year's time, if you reach your KPIs, personal KPIs, onto this ladder, and not this ladder, and so on and so forth. I mean, our issue in the agency is that there's very, very high turnover.
Yes.
And the only way that we get to ask our team to stay is if we promise them a path that they can see.
And have to realize those promises.
Exactly. And we
don't have
actually,
letter.
I mean, I make sure that I make them realize that like, I make it happen. But you know, there's a lot of things that are issues like that. I mean, I have people that are getting hired that had degrees from agriculture and they're in digital. And you're like, why are you in digital and you're in agriculture? So stuff like that. And there's
I'm
a lot of
Dentist? Yeah, I'm a dentist.
So 300 million members out of 600 million globally. In Indonesia, there's 3 million. What we actually aiming to do is not just collect members. We actually have a vision to build what we call an economic graph. And what this economic graph is like a heat map to say, now we've identified all the companies that need this sector, this types of skills, this types of degrees and education. And then we have this talent pool, you know, that's out there with these kinds of talent. How do we actually match it up? So that's what we're actually heading towards. Can you hear me better? Yeah. So we're heading towards that economic graph, and that's our real vision. Where when you get the world's population on our platform, then you're able to actually correctly flow the talent, both from a student level at an early stage, all the way to like a very senior management level. So we've started out by like, you know, building out. We have company pages, those are for like corporate brands or individual brands. But then we also have university pages.
and these like have specific needs for schools so that they can actually help to steer their students to find the right career path. So right now in Indonesia, it's still nascent, but globally, like in markets like the US, where it's of course our largest but also most mature, what we've seen is that the likes of the Obama administration actually come to us. And given their recent recession, they wanted to find more accurate data than the US census themselves. And nobody wants to take part in the US census. But when you're trying to further your career, you're on LinkedIn. So the data is there. They can see what are the flows of talent, what are the flows of expertise.
But still, I think there is no a standard or a valid reference, because many companies also inform the different things about the ad expenditures. So still.
But you do assumption, right?
Yes, I do the assumption, but still, because the reference coming from different company, even though we don't think that this is a valid one, we still think this is a assumption, for next year or this year ad expenditure in terms of digital and mobile advertising.
I mean, so obviously data anywhere is important. There is actually one thing that we always assume in Indonesia. Transparency is one big thing where, I mean, the big boys, we sit together and we kind of like hint at each other how much we make. We kind of guesstimate how much you make.
And we never say the truth.
Exactly, and you guesstimate how much we make. Because again, it's a growing industry. You don't want to overshoot it, but you don't want to be too low as well. So it works. It's really hard. So I believe how to do it. Third party is a good way to do it. Third party is a good way because it's anonymous. In a way, it's anonymous. If we choose a third party, and then it doesn't have to be 100% correct, because even with the third party, it's still going to be something that we release. They're not going to audit us. I don't think audit is an issue at this point of time. But if they just send us questionnaires or forms and act as a third party, aggregator for us, it could work. But if you ask for total transparency, I think it's too early for the industry to do that. But absolutely important, because if not, then we never know how much we target. We don't know where we are right now. And even nowadays, the client actually do ask if the client knows how much their competitor is spending. Same category, they will love it, right? So all of those data, we just have blank. We don't have the industry data.
Spending on digital. Oh, this is a very good question, and this question there's no answer there. See, the problem is that I'm not trying to be sarcastic, right? I mean, we all know, even like in terms of association, the 11 largest news portal inside the association, we are not even I don't know, half of Google, what Google gets right now in Indonesia. But again, we are not trying to be sarcastic, but I think as the local publisher itself, we have to differentiate ourselves comparing to the ads network and apparently in Google as well, and obviously Facebook ads as well is coming soon as well, Twitter ads as well. So it's very vague right now in terms of, for example, my company, right, MNC and OKZone, it's very hard for us to set a target, right? Because even on the market research is that we don't even have a figure, exact figure. But I do get some figures from my parent company, because as you know, MNC owns the TV stations, and I believe MNC has something like a 43 entire market share of Indonesia, I think. So I guess from that side, that we know in terms of online spendings, entire Indonesia online spending, then we know roughly a figure. Actually, we do have that figure, and so every year when we set our target, we try to follow as simple as twice what's the average of increase of TV expenditures. I know it's pretty lame, I guess, put it that way. But if growth of the TV is like, I don't know, 14%, whatever. I'm not sure we get a number, right? Something like that.
TV is 20 something, right?
20 something, right? So my target is 50%, obviously. So it's just double it up, right? It's that as simple as that for my side. Seriously, I mean, because we don't have the number, we don't have research. But again, what I'm trying to say is that I do worry about the S network, and the S network is actually a friend. I mean, people like Google, they're all my friends as well. But you know, we got to be very protective because I don't think it's being audited right. All those small businesses that use credit cards to actually purchase the online ads from Google, right? We ourselves also bought the Google ads anyway, so it's pretty. So, but that numbers, I don't think we'll ever find out what's that numbers. But I think, yeah, that's my answer. Because I heard that they're using PwC and they do anonymous audits, and probably we can learn something from Singapore, because to depends on Nielsen's to do this, and I don't think it's going to come result in the next 5 years probably, because the way they doing measurement is not properly done for digital. Can you share with us if you know how Singapore's calculate the digital measurement, the digital index?
What's the question?
Digital expenditure.
What is the question?
So Singapore is doing something to measure the digital index. They come up with the result. They're saying that this is TV budgets, this is print budget, and this is digital budgets. And they did that